In many countries, high-speed trains are changing how people travel. For example, in Japan, about 60% of all trips between Tokyo and Osaka are made by bullet train. That's about 180,000 trips every single day. But high-speed trains are not just popular in Japan. All over the world, more and more countries are building networks of high-speed. In China, the high-speed rail has been so successful that hundreds of small towns have been connected to major cities like Beijing and Shanghai. And in Europe, the high-speed train is the most popular way to travel between cities. Now, why are so many people choosing to take the high-speed train? Well, there are lots of reasons. The biggest one is probably convenience. When you take a high-speed train, you don't have to worry about traffic or getting a parking ticket. And unlike flying, you can bring as much luggage as you want. No extra fees for checked bags. Now, another reason is cost. In many countries, the high-speed rail is cheaper than flying, especially if you book in advance. And unlike flying, the price doesn't change. If you buy a ticket for $200, that's what you pay. It's not $300, of course. The biggest reason that people love high-speed trains is speed. A high-speed train from Tokyo to Osaka takes less than 3 hours. That's about half the time it takes to fly the same route. And because the train is so fast, it's actually more environmentally friendly than flying. Flying produces about 4 times more carbon dioxide per passenger than the high-speed rail. Because of all these benefits, more and more countries are building high-speed rail networks. In the United States, for example, only about 1% of the population takes the train. But in Spain, that number is 8%. And in Japan, it's a whopping 17%. But building a high-speed train network isn't easy. It's expensive and complicated. And even when the trains are built, they need a lot of maintenance. This is one reason why some countries don't have high-speed trains. They simply aren't popular. In the United States, for example, most people live far apart, so a train that travels from New York to Los Angeles would take more than 40 hours. Not many people want to take that train. And because there isn't much demand, there isn't much incentive for companies to build it. Another challenge is geography. In mountainous countries like Switzerland and Japan, it's hard to build high-speed trains because you have to build tunnels through the mountains. These tunnels are expensive to build and they take a long time. Despite these challenges, more and more countries are building high-speed trains because they're good for the environment and the economy. A high-speed rail network reduces pollution and traffic congestion, and it also creates jobs and boosts local economies. Of course, high-speed trains aren't perfect. They can be noisy and they take up a lot of space. But in most cases, the benefits outweigh the drawback. So, next time you're planning a trip, consider taking the high-speed train. It might be faster, cheaper, and more comfortable than flying. And you'll get to see the beautiful countryside without all the noise and pollution of a car or a plane. What do you think? Have you ever taken a high-speed train? Do you think they're a good investment? Let me know your thoughts. And if you enjoyed this video, please like it and subscribe for more fun travel facts. Thanks for watching. See you next time.